Good afternoon, people. Today, Axel, my little pup over there, and we're going to walk from Shannon Lagoon, where the water was first diverted to get down to Waddamana for the power. So we're going to start from here, and there's a track just up there, along these power lines here, to a little town of Shannon. Shannon was one of the hydro towns, now a bit of a town full of shacks where people come up and get away from it all. But yeah, so Shannon was actually owned by a Victorian company to start off with. So yeah, we'll head through there, see what we can find along the way. I'm expecting this walk to take me probably a couple of hours, and we might even take a slight detour and head up to a place called Barren Tier, which is a little mountain here that is about 1150 metres above sea level at the summit, so we'll check that out. Yeah, should be a relatively easy walk. It's all pretty flat. There might be a few relics along the way to see what we can find. That's the plan. So thanks for joining me on this little trip. And yeah, we'll see what old Axel and I get up to. So we've just turned off the main track. Thought, why not? It's a hill, we can climb a hill. So we're going to head up Barren Tier to have a look. Not sure what we're going to see. It should look out over the Great Lake. Yep, that's actual sweat, people. Anyways, I'm just coming up here, so this will take us up to the summit of Barren Tier. There is a trig point up here, so we'll have that. Axel's picking his way up. So, little track up here. It's a bit slippy, so best be careful. There he is, Wonder Pup. There's a little hut up there. So we'll go have a look at that and see. Oh. Right, this is the first time I found one of these somewhat intact. Check that out. This one's all sealed up, so it's obviously still in use. Although I don't think I'd tried the cherry ripe. So yeah, so they sit up here and they can see everything. We'll step outside and have a look. Yeah, so this seed right across the central plateau, which is pretty cool. So you've got the Great Lake over there in the distance. You've got the wind farm. Hope you can see that. I'm going to include photos anyway so I can zoom in a bit. Yeah, no, this is pretty cool to actually find one of these intact. And continue on our way to Shannon. I'm really happy that I came up this way, to be honest. Yeah, nice. So that was a little look at Barren Tier, and they got a heap of radio gear and you know, satellite dishes and all that kind of stuff up there, so best not to snoop around too much. You know, if something gets damaged, you don't want to be blamed for it. Although you can't come up here obviously, but you know, best to keep to yourself really. You don't need to be causing yourself any grief. Just respect other people's properties and things like that. Yeah, so we'll wander back down to the main track. So this little diversion up to a summit there is going to add 4 Ks all up and down onto the little trek. So all up, I've worked it out, it's going to be about 10 K, so it's not that much more really. It's just over half of what I was expecting to walk. So yeah, yeah, hopefully we'll discover some old hydro trinkets along the way. So yeah, all good. Anyway, I best concentrate on what I'm doing, otherwise I'm going to end up on my ass. And we all know that I add those to the videos if I do fall over. And I've been wandering along the Barren Tier road there. And I've taken a little diversion off about, I don't know, probably about 50 metres off the road. To this little point here. Now it doesn't look all that interesting to most people, but for some of us, people can slip on my ass going down here. We'll wander along here for a bit. This is a little bit interesting to me. So this here is part of the old man-made canal to divert the water from the Shannon Lagoon through, which this is called the Shannon Canal, to the Penstock Lagoon before it went into the Penstocks and down into Waddamana. So this is all man-made, this. Yeah. Bit of a rock fall there, but yeah, we'll just keep on wandering through. Come on, pup. That's amazing. Right. But they built this to divert the water. Walking through some of Tasmania's history, I'm pretty wrapped. Oh, I'm bloody stoked, mate, bloody stoked. Right, might have to get up out of this. This is some icy water. You can hear it cracking underfoot. Come on, this way, we'll go up here. We'll sneak up this side. Right. So yeah, this is all the rock that they've cut out of it and just dumped along the side. Yeah, pretty amazing when you think about it. And 100 years ago they did not have the kit that we have, that's for sure. Yep, so here we are, just walking along the track, and you can see just there, right, just there, that's what you're looking at there, is the old canal. That's right on the edge of the road. So, unfortunately you can't just come in and drive along this road. You could probably ask Hydro Tasmania for a key to come in. They still let people walk through here. Not really, supposed to have the pup, but I didn't realise that, and I was a bit late when somebody dropped me off. So yeah, he's just coming on a quick walk with me. He's not doing any damage. You know, he's on a lead, as you can see. He's not running after the wildlife or anything like that. So I don't see the issue, but somebody may. I suppose the way to look at it is that, you know, people see me walking through here with a dog, and then next thing you know, you've got 50 more people walking through here with their dogs, and their dogs aren't on leads, and they are chasing the wildlife, and you know, things like that. So yeah, I understand it, but like I said, somebody dropped me off here. I couldn't very well just, I could have called the walk off, come back up another time. You're dead right, but you know, we'll see what happens. Could cop a fine. I hope not. I don't make any money at YouTube to cop fines, so yeah. Anyway, we'll just keep wandering along, and hopefully we might find some other interesting little bits and pieces to show you. I need to work on this camera stuff though. It's no good here because you're looking up my nose. Yep. So just down there you can see the concrete walls, the canal where they really started to funnel it down. So it's a lot narrower than what it was where I was walking through. I'm not going to try to get down into there. No, my luck, I'll do myself an injury, and trust me, this weekend I don't need an injury. I'd never hear the end of it. There's a story behind that. I might go into it one day, but anyway, so yeah. So this, just bear in mind that this was all privately owned. Shannon was all, the power station at Shannon was privately Balancing, there's a long way down to that fall, Richie boy. Yeah. Standing up the end here. Whoop. Yeah, that's where the pipelines come out and shot it down there, and you can see in the distance the other canal where it joined up to. So that's amazing. And then you can see the new wind farm over there. There's not one windmill turning, so they switched them all off. But yeah, so we're going to look around here for a few minutes. Right, this is part of that transfer station on the outside there. So these big valves were attached there so they could stop the flow of water, or start the flow of water, increase the flow of water, whichever they wanted to do, I suppose. And then it would go through pipelines similar to those you see at Penstock Lagoon and Waddamana, straight down that gully there into that other canal, which would have been the runoff. So yeah, be interesting to get down there one day. So here we go. You can imagine all that water coming roaring down through there. Very cool indeed. Check this out. Hey, the old, I have no idea what it is. You guys will tell me, petrol heads. Average Joe will tell me. Shout out, Average Joe, take this one, push bashing mate. Restore this one. Beats your laser rail anytime, I reckon. Yeah, the beast. Yeah, no, he's kind of cool. What's in there, pup? In the car? Going in the car? Hey, not falling for that one. This car's not going far, he says. But yeah, she's cool. Sunroof, one of that. It was probably the Rolls Royce of the Central Highlands at one stage, this old girl. Okay. Oh, sorry, actually. So we're at the bottom of the penstocks. Oh, sorry, bottom of the hill, where the penstocks came down through there. So that's from the top of the hill up to where that so they come from the top of the hill where that transfer station was, going from the canal into a couple of big pipes. Then it goes down that way. There's a few cradles and stuff hidden in the bush. Once again, Shannon was privately owned by a Victorian mob. So they're probably trying to get a bass link established 100 years ago for those useless bastards that can't generate enough power for themselves. Oh, I didn't say that. Oh. We go back to a canal system which went on to Penstock Lagoon. So this is where I reckon the old power station would have been at one stage. If you do head up to Waddamana, you will notice in their museum there they've got the old switchboard or mains power board from the Shannon Power Station. So yeah, but apparently, you know, up to there's a big 7 metre hole here somewhere where they've buried a heap of asbestos. But yeah, so this is another part of the canal that goes through to Penstock Lagoon. There are a few little signs that there was a building here, like I said, some slabs, some bits of metal and stuff, pipes sticking out of the ground and whatnot. So I was hoping to find a bit more, but they've cleaned this one up pretty well. Yeah, so awesome. Yeah, I just love it. Just, you know, be able to come out and explore some of your history and yeah, see how things started here. So this is the Shannon end of the walk. Big gate there. Please do not remove these pins. So yeah, looking for invasive plants. Yeah, so yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little trip. I know I have. I've learned a bit. Got a lot to explore. So I might try to make a few more of them. This is similar to the one that I did from Penstock Lagoon through to Waddamana. It's yeah, a bit of fun. I enjoy it. Learn a little bit along the way, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it too. And if you do, you can always leave a comment, maybe like the video, maybe even subscribe to the channel. It's totally up to you. This would be a good one for people to have a look at. Like I said, the hydro will let you walk through there. It's and just be respectful of the heritage of the place, and yeah, enjoy it for what it is, a piece of history in a wonderful place. This is a final note, just so you know how we're going. So that little walk was roughly 10 kilometres, 10.02 kilometres to be exact. Yeah, we did 231 metres of ascent. It's all on the Garmin, that's why I'm looking at that. And it took me 2 hours, 52 minutes and 30 seconds. So, not a bad time, really, for 10Ks. Now, you may see the blue skies there behind me and wondering why I'm wearing a red raincoat. A couple of reasons. When I started 2.5 hours ago, it was very overcast and drizzly, so I decided to put it on. The raincoat is actually a pretty good windbreak, so there was that reason. But I was actually warned about poachers and that they're out at the moment and they're pretty much shooting anything that moves. So I was advised to wear something bright so I could be seen, and there are no bright red deer in the Central Highlands, so it was a pretty good reason to wear it. I did hear a few gunshots along the way, so that's always nerve-wracking. They weren't close, but I still heard them, which means that the tales are true. Just something to consider if you're walking around at this time of the year, that there are people out there doing the wrong thing, and yeah, basically shit can happen.